The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
He's in the chair.
This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Hey, exit. Check. Hey, lock it. Check 2.
Block off of play action. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley, 76 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here, 1st and 10. Fine time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go. You're out.
Not yet.
A give running right is Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the Go set. 90 Wolf. Fair. Fight.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 22. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
On the set. Go. Hey!
Block now on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Antwaun Woods coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Gurley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go play action with Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Flush to his right. He's got Jack Doyle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 21-14.
Hey, give me a check.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Clock now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs laying down because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Pass. There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check 52. Check 37. Check 37. Ran. 18. Lock in.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
180. Check by 50. Hey, ball.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Trubisky now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They run. It's Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Trubisky now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
18. Mike 50. Oh, that punt. Mike's 50. Right here.
They'll try and throw for him with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check hot route. 6-6. Bullet high. Jam. Go. Check. Look. Squeeze. Deep grip.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Go, Jack, let's get it.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they can't corral him. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision...
Now a hit and a loose football, and the Colts pick it up. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Switch. Sponge. No.
On 2nd and a couple. Locke. This is the tight end fan. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Watch the twist.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Leo. Hit it.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
He's going to be a little bit bothered by this cat.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
18. Hey, Orvin.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Well, it's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He'll buy some time right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
60 outlaw. 54. Yep.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 3. 22 jet bombers. 22 jets. Get it.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Hey, echo.
At the 16.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 12. Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Not through that bitch up catch. They still let the nigga do that bitch.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
We own them. Alert, 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 alert.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Jeffrey Simmons coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19. And the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Gurley. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Throwing left side, it's complete. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll roll him out right. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Boy, what the hell they just did?
On the ground, it's Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run again on first down, Chubb. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Go now. Hey, lock it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Lock. This throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. The point after is good, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Now this throw caught left side. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
I can't believe they even let you play. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 15. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Defense, our time. It's our time. Watch safety 3.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Gray. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Check 13. Check 13.
From the gun, it's Drake. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. Gurley. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and